have to tell you, I have been such a fan of Wendy all of these years. And to hear her statements today, to hear her so vulnerable and raw, it was very, very emotional for us all. Can you tell me what your reaction has been to what you've heard today?
Dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. I spoke with Wendy last night. We spoke just for a few minutes. I was going to patch my dad in on three-way, and I had no luck doing that. And so we stayed on the phone. We just talked for a little bit, and then Wendy told me that she had some calls to make, which spiked my interest, but not that much because I know she makes her calls. And, that's how she stays occupied there, so I didn't overthink anything. This morning I got a call from a buddy of mine, and he said, you'll be on the Breakfast Club this morning. It looks like Wendy will be on the Breakfast Club this morning. And I was concerned. And
when you say you were dumbfounded, you were dumbfounded that she has made these statements, or that you didn't know this is how she was feeling?
I knew that this is how she was feeling. I was unaware that she was going to come out and make the statements, and I was unaware of the platform in which she was going to use in terms of the Breakfast Club. I I'm an avid watcher of Wendy. I've watched her shows loads of times, and I know her personality, and I know she's mainstream. She's everybody's girl. And to the Breakfast Club went in on me last week. They brought up my T-shirts that I had designed or that my wife designed, and I tried to get out as I had an interview last Sunday, and I wanted to have something tangible that I can go ahead and put out there for the people, because they seem so interested and so concerned and so supportive of my sister. And I didn't feel comfortable getting anything because, it's a slippery slope. I don't really know the legalities of it all, and I didn't want to put myself too far ahead without conferencing with family or, it just didn't feel right. I had the T-shirts for like a year, over a year.
What did they say? Just for the audience, what did
Free
they
Wendy.
say, those teachers? Free Wendy.
Free Wendy, hashtag Free Wendy. Simple shirts have a crown on them. They're made on StreamYard, which is the platform that I use. And StreamYard, it's not like it's not like Hanes are her way. It's just a shirt that you can kind of go in, cut, paste, move things around. And my wife did it, and she came up with something, voila.
But Tommy, hold on that point. I want to cut you off. But just when I hear Free Wendy, it obviously reminds me of Free Britney, which was obviously a campaign because people believed that she was unfairly in a conservatorship and guardianship, and that she was, for lack of a better phrase, being treated similarly to what Wendy has said she has felt she has been treated. Do you think that she is not being treated appropriately, or that her diagnosis is inaccurate? Because she has said that she is not cognitively impaired.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I do know my sister. And, Britney Spears, I'm an individualistic person. I look at case by case. That's what Britney, this is Wendy, is similar. I hadn't followed Britney, so I can't speak on it, but I can say that, Wendy is solid in her thoughts, in her delivery. I think the only things that she takes pause on is that, with all this legal stuff going on, she has to make sure that she is doing things appropriately and not speaking over outside of her realm. So I think that, she's always been on point. And I think that's a, if anything, that is something to key in on, the fact that she is still, and that she still knows when to stop and when to start. I mean, people want everything, but Wendy, just like when she did her show, she didn't deliver everything. Doses. And at this point, doses are most important because you're dealing with the judicial system. So I feel as though...
Well, hold on. Do you think that she is, when you say doses, do you think that this is part of a strategy for her to have the courts reassess her guardianship? And if so, are you hoping that they will have a new situation for her, or perhaps have her of her own agency again?
Yeah, I think that, by all means, I think this is definitely, Wendy's thoughts behind this is definitely to, to make people aware and bring and have the spotlight, come her way and show light on some of the injustices that are going on that she feels along this journey of guardianship.
Is the family doing anything? I mean, how often are you in contact with her? Or are you helping her to facilitate what appears to be her desire to leave this guardianship or leave the facility that she's in?
Well, I stay in touch with Wendy and I do the best I can in terms of, well, I can't say I do the best I can. I'm myself. And so there is the best that I can. And so what I do is I speak with Wendy on a regular basis. At one time, things weren't happening on a regular basis. The calls would all have to be patched in. I was kind of at the latter end of the patching in. Because I'm outspoken and because I definitely speak up and I don't censor myself. I try not to. I'm not the most popular at times, and so I was the last one brought into the fold on the Family Talks with Wendy. But when I was brought in, I quickly, rekindled with Wendy, moved forward, and got a chance to be besties all over again. So we get our call. I talk to Wendy, geez, maybe 2 times a day. She'll call, or I'll see a missed call, or she generally catches me in the evening. It's a matter of when I'm free and when she wants to give a call. I'm always looking, and there's very few times that it goes beyond 2 rings because
Sure.
I'm so much looking forward to talking to Wendy because now having that, I have a sister Wanda and I have a sister Wendy. And I'm the youngest brother. I'm the youngest, the only brother, Tommy. And, so for me, it's nice to just be in communication. Now, she's not down here. And, quite frankly, even during the course of her, her television show and things like that, we didn't speak on a regular basis like we are now.
And when
this
you
would be
speak to
uncommon.
when you speak to her now, though, just to be clear, when you speak to her now, you do not believe that Wendy should be in a guardianship?
No, not at all.
Do you think is there a space that Wendy should be in? Should she be returned to her full autonomy?
Yes.
And does your family, your sister and your father, I know you speak for yourself, do they agree with you?
Absolutely.
So the only holdup is what the courts will do.
The only holdup is the courts. Yes.
Tommy, it's pretty unbelievable to think about what we've heard today, not from you, but from what we've heard, to think of someone like Wendy, who we all feel like we know so well, to go through what she's going through and so many unanswered questions. Thank you so much. I know we'll continue our conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I also wanted to share, because, this is also very important. I think, how Wendy, moves about and, and this is a system that's in place, and compliance is the word that comes to mind. It comes to mind all of the time. Now, everybody doesn't do the right thing all the time, but there are certain points. If you want something, you need to do the right thing. So what does the right thing look like in this situation? I certainly feel as though, and I know this is one of the questions you posed, but this is something that I have on my chest, and I want to share if I can. I believe that, coming down and spending the time is important, but it's the matter of what kind of time and quality time.
Of course.
I was very much anticipating Wendy's arrival when she came down. I was looking forward to traditional family time with Wendy, the kind that we've been missing all this while. And so when we got together, and it was, going out, and I understand it was a big celebration time. My nephew graduating, us being able to see Wendy after all this time, definitely reason to celebrate. I just wish we had done it a little bit differently, because there's some differences in who was appointed to come down.
Sure.
And the differences and I laid them out on my live on the Tommy Williams show on YouTube, and I specifically had mentioned, a couple of things that I felt as though were deterrents from, the path that I thought that Wendy probably should have followed, and probably
Well, I'm going to have to listen to that to make sure we fully understand all the scope of it, because it's important to hear your perspective as her brother. Tommy, thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. I want to read a statement from an attorney representing Wendy in a lawsuit separate from the guardianship issue, saying in a statement about her interviews today, Wendy's condition will only get worse with time, and she will require care for the rest of her life. But as anyone who has had a family member with dementia knows, Wendy has both good days and bad days.